Okay, in this first portion, we are going to talk about whole numbers and decimals. As you can see right here at the very top, excuse me, these are whole numbers. 1 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, 567 is a whole number. These are numbers that are in whole. It's just like if you have a pie, this is a whole pie. Even though if you cut it into as many pieces, this is still a whole pie until you take a part of that pie. And then a part of that pie, even that little tiny bit, would be a portion of that pie, correct? So this is not a full pie. This would be kind of like a decimal, all right? So this is what they call a fractions. We'll get to that in a bit. All right, first off, you have decimals, all right? So it's point or decimal, tenths, hundreds. So this is 1/100ths, all right? This is point, it's got a decimal here, all right? So it's 0.005. So this is tenths, hundreds, thousandths. So that is 5 thousandths, okay? So as we go down to our examples, our practice here, alrighty, so the decimal, like we've learned before, is a holding place. It's something that holds something, alright? So A, we have 0.00165. So we will translate that over here. There's no zeros, or there's no ones, alright? There is no tenths, no hundredths, there is 1/1000ths, there is 6 10,000ths, and there is 5 100,000ths. All right. So again, there's a decimal. There is no tenths, no hundredths, no thousandths, and it is 8 10,000ths and 9 100,000ths. All right. And then it is 0.0, no tenths, no hundredths. We have 2 thousandths, 5 10,000ths, and then we have 2 100,000ths. And then 0.0, 0 tenths, 0 hundredths is 3 thousandths. All right, and this is basically this D. As you can see, it doesn't have the numbers over here. All right, so but we can put those as placeholders. All right, so that just makes it look like the other ones. All right, so if you were to look at a number, so 1 is less than 2, right? So 2 is greater and 3 is the greatest. All right, there is nothing there. So we go to find the largest number, we see if there's anything in here, the largest number of this column. All right, there's nothing there. The largest number of this column, there's nothing there. And we looked at the largest number down here. So 3 is the largest number. So that would be the largest, all right, or the longest. All right, so if these are inches, all right, so first off we compare. There's nothing over here. There's nothing in the second spot. And then we go to the third place, which is, this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So there's nothing in the thousandths section over here. So this number is greater than or longer than. So the longer is, remember, the alligator wants to eat the bigger food. All right. So we go to the next example, the next practice here. We'll look at the tenths column. There's nothing in either of the tenths column. We'll go in the hundredths column. There's nothing in the hundredths column. And there is something in the thousands column. All right, so this is 2 and this is 3. All right, so which one is bigger? Is 2 bigger than 3? No. So this would be longer, right? And that would make this the shorter. So in this example right here, C is shortest. All right. So the alligator is eating the greater number. All right. This is the longer. All right. So in this example, C is the shortest. And the first example, A is the longer of the two. All right. So we look at all these numbers. All right. We look at the tenths column, hundredths column. There's nothing in either of those. All right, we look at the thousands column. All right, so the greatest or the longest would be 3. So 3, that would be D. So D would be the longest, right? Because 3 is the greatest number. And the smallest number would be between 1 and 0. So this is actually, there's nothing in this column here. So this actually makes, so B actually makes this smaller. Remember down here, A was bigger or greater than or longer than B. So the shortest one is B.